Good morning, everyone. Day 4 in Southern California, and tomorrow will be my last day. I'll be leaving very early in the morning to get to an 8 o'clock flight at LAX. So I won't be walking in the morning, but I will be posting a video and editing it probably in the terminal. This has been a little bit unique. It's been a different kind of experience, because when I was offered the opportunity to come out here, I was told that there are 800 7-Eleven stores that needed to be called on. Can't do that in 1 week, by the way. And there was an opportunity out here. Well, what actually has happened is this is a very established market versus the Carolina market, which is not. And I've called on 85 7-Elevens and sold 5 of them. So to say that's disappointing is an understatement. To spend a week out here in this traffic and this craziness and not make as much money as I could have made in South Carolina is a little bit disappointing. But here's where the importance comes in. This is not about what can be created for Paul. This was a learning experience, but just like every other thing that has hit me over the last 2.5 years, and I call it making lemonade. I was dealt some lemons this week. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna make lemonade out of it. I'm gonna go out today and try to get 5 more. I've come up with a plan that I think will work, and if I can get 5 more, still not what my goal was. I had an audacious goal, actually unrealistic goal based on what's actually out here. But again, that ties into what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years. If you don't set an audacious goal, like one day I woke up at 3 a.m. and walked 21 miles nonstop. It was hard, it hurt, and will I do it again? Yep, I probably will. But it was an audacious goal. Now, did I hit it the first time I tried? No, I did not. 2 weeks prior to that, I set that goal of 21 miles, and I only hit 17. And when I hit that 17th mile, I didn't know that I was going to make it up the short flight of stairs into the apartment complex to get to the elevator. That's how much pain that was involved here. So there will be pain. Physical pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain, whatever kind of pain you want to talk about. You're going to have it. But the uncommon people, as David Goggins says, uncommon amongst the uncommon. The uncommon people will take that pain and make something out of it. Now, calling this painful, it's not painful that this was a disappointing trip out here. But, I got to see a beautiful part of the country, even though I would never want to come back here again, quite frankly. And I met a lot of nice people. It just was not set up correctly. I'm not going to blame anybody, but it was sort of a fiasco. But that's okay. I'm going to make the best of it. I'm gonna grab as much money as I can while I'm out here. And then I'm gonna go back to South Carolina with a little bit different attitude and treat the opportunity that's in South Carolina like the opportunity that I thought this would be out here. Does that make sense? Our minds are very, very powerful. They play games with us, and they're always looking for the path of least resistance. So, you know, like yesterday, I didn't want to get up. I very readily said that on camera, and that would have been the path of least resistance yesterday, just to lay around, not walk, blow my channel up, and go do something else. I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. Same thing here. I'm gonna take what I've learned out here back to a market that is huge, and make the Carolinas my California. That's making lemonade out of lemons. So you can do that in anything that you're doing, physically, again, mentally, spiritually, whatever is that your mind is fighting with. Dissect it a little bit and figure out what it is that may be holding you back. Could it be just a situation you're in, like what I'm in right now? I mean, the things that happened out here were absolutely, totally beyond my control. There was nothing I could do except come out here, walk into the stores, and find out what I found out. So, sorry, I lost my train of thought with that loud car. There are things you can control in life, and there are things you can't. When you work a job just over broke, you have to do pretty much what the company tells you to do. Now, I'm not an employee, so I can, not do things if I don't want to do them, and it's not going to hurt me. But nonetheless, there's always a learning experience from absolutely everything. From that 17-mile walk to the 21-mile walk in a 2-week period, I went from more pain than I've ever been in my entire life to 2 weeks later walking 21 miles and being even in more pain than I'd ever been in my entire life, but I pushed through it. That's exactly what's going to happen with this experience as well. I mean, I don't regret it. The actual people out here are amazing, and it's not what the world wants you to think is happening out here. Again, this is not going to be a political channel, but all the people I talk to out here, it's not what you think. We'll just leave it at that. And that's it. So I'm signing off from Southern California right now, and I will I think I'm going to shoot a video in the morning at about 3:30 from the hotel room, just to update what my final tally was and how things went out here. Hopefully it'll be a good day today, and put a cherry on top of it. But I will see you on the streets of Inman, South Carolina, Saturday morning. Y'all have a great day. Peace.